questions. Was everything
Yeah,
clear?
one
You guys
more
could
thing.
hear me properly, right?
Yeah, so if there are any other questions, so in comment section, there is a lot of discussion about food. I'll tell what is the system in IISER Bhopal and about other IISERs, other students will tell. So in IISER Bhopal, there are a total of 6 mess. So each mess, like depending on the year you are in, you'll be going to different messes. So for the first years, it will be mess 6. And in mess 6 you will be having mess representatives who will be the one who making the recipe, the making the schedule for whatever is going to be in that particular month. So every week you will be having a recurring schedule. So after that there is no difference like north mess, south mess. However, in the second semester you will be allowed to choose between normal mess and veg mess. so in veg mess, there will be only veg items. However, the food is considerably tasting better. That's what I heard. At least I'm not in veg mess. So that's the system in IISER Bhopal at least. So in others IISERs, others will be briefing on it.
Yeah, about IISER Bhopal, you guys have some restaurants and those kind of things also, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So we have one restaurant, it's called Ideation Hut. It has two things. One is Amul outlet, another is kind of like a snack area where you can get burgers and pizzas. Each year it changes. For you, it's going to be the same. Like it starts in January and they have to move out in December. So you can get burgers, pizzas, and those kind of stuffs over there. It's right beside the cricket ground and it's also in the hostel area. And there is a restaurant which is in the shopping complex, but that is quite far away. You have to walk around 1 kilometer, but after you come here, 1 kilometer is like nothing. So in that restaurant you find mostly North Indian foods. And in shopping complex, if you want, you do find a lot of snacks. There is a medical store, there is a hair salon, there is also other stores, depend like all stores which will satisfy your needs. There is also Nescafe, and we also have CCD near the library area. And in the future, there is a possibility that there will be KFC set up in campus. It hasn't been decided yet, and I can't tell it confirmly. So it's still on discussion. We just know it as a rumor.
Yeah, but the restaurant and CCD is pretty good. I've been there and it's pretty nice.
Other ISIS don't have it.
So I'll tell about IISER Pune. We don't have a mess system at all. We have a canteen system. So you have to pay for that day and eat, which is a really nice thing. So your money doesn't get deducted if you don't want to eat. You have couple of stores which are great for all the food and stationery and those kind of things. We also have a CCD, but it's very small and nothing compared to what IISER Bhopal has. I ourselves like couple of types of coffees and some snacks. IISER Bhopal is like a full-fledged CCD store, and we have a chain of coffee shops, like not a very big name or anything. It's a locally run tea, coffee, snacks kind of thing. It's pretty nice. And yeah, we have one more mess which is near the lecture hall because many professors and research work happens over there, so it's convenient for them. Like it's not mess, it's canteen. So there's no mess system in IISER. You can literally eat every day outside without losing money. There's no food fee included in your payment for a semester, which is like very nice. And since IISER Pune is located in such a central area, you have all restaurants everywhere around, and like you can just pretty much walk 1 kilometer in any direction outside campus, and you will find amazing food. So
Really good
situation.
actually, because we actually wish there was such system, because
I know.
a
I
lot
was
of
there for
people just
about
skip
like
it.
two.
Yeah.
So I was there for IISM in IISER Bhopal, and so yeah, I know about the food thing. I really didn't like the mess food, but the restaurant thing was pretty nice actually.
Yeah,
So
restaurant food. That like if we don't like the mess food, we just go to restaurant and eat, and it's
yeah,
quite
like
cheap
it's
because.
not overpriced and it's pretty decent.
And I also forgot to mention that restaurants and other facilities are discounted by the institute. I don't know about other others. In Bhopal, it is discounted. That's why the prices
Yeah,
are
yeah,
quite low.
yeah. CCD is also very cheap,
Hmm.
I think. I mean,
Yeah.
IISER Pune also is pretty cheap. I just, based on whichever IISERs I've gone to so far, I think, like, not biased, I swear, IISER Pune food is the best. Next, I would say is Mohali. I enjoyed Mohali food. But yeah, then the third for me was IISER Bhopal, and fourth was Nicer. I really didn't like Nicer food. Like it was so bad. Like I don't know how I survived 1 month in that institute for food, but I have heard that it has gone become better. But when I was around, it was just bad. So yeah.
So yes, there was a question about curfew. So I'll tell you what happened in when we came in IISER Bhopal. For the like when we came, it was around. I remember the exact date. I came around August 23rd. After that, till September end, till we had the midsem. So you have midsem concept here. Till midsem break, we had a restriction that we have to be in our hostels by 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, if you were there, you have to write your name and sign it. So, but as you know, a lot of people just don't follow it, and even after that, so after the curfew ended, that is after September end, what happens is by 1 o'clock, one in the midnight, you have to be in the hostel, or else you have to write the name and you have to sign with the reason why you are late. So, and also this is only the case with hostels, but if you're going, let's say, outside the campus, you have to be inside before 12, and if you want to go out, you have to go before 10 o'clock. And most new ISers do not have this. As like Siddhi saying, in Tirupati there is no such curfew. And I don't know about Berhampur. I think others will one at a time. Let's go with Berhampur first.
Berhampur has a curfew from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Just that is 3 hours.
Kind of like same as others. Next, you have something else to
Uh,
say?
I can speak for Kolkata, I guess.
Okay.
Uh, in Kolkata, there is no curfew system, like literally no. You can like come and go out of the hostel whenever you want to. Like right now, like I've been sitting in my home, I didn't even sign anything and stuff. But yeah, you shouldn't do that. You should sign and go. But yeah, the guards don't care and all. Plus, there is a concept of mixed gender visit. I guess it's banned for the first years, but yeah, from second year, like the girls can come into your boys hostel and the boys can go into the girls hostel and all. Plus, the curfew system isn't there because of the 24/7 open library. Because most of the students go study in the library and stuff, and so they come late, like 3, 4 in the morning or sometimes 2. So there is no curfew system over there. You can go out of the even yeah, you can go out of the campus also, like at 2 in the night and stuff.
Uh,
So there's
Uh,
nothing.
it's similar, quite similar at Trivandrum as well. Well, you don't have for first years the curfew is kind of strict on almost in all ICERs as far as I'm aware. First years have a pretty strict curfew. But well, for festivals and such stuff, we do push it out for like till 12 or 1. But after that, if you're a senior, I think you can, I mean, after that, pretty much, in fact, at the second sem onwards, you can pretty much roam around the hostel blocks and other places. Just don't go outside. If you are going outside, you will have to write at the guard. Only then they'll let you go. A small visits like your nearby barber shop or some shop outside, you can just let them know. But then otherwise, you would have to, I mean, for the first years, you have to mail your mentor. I mean, you will get to know about mentorship later on as you go to IISERs. You will have to mail them, or for leave as well, you have to mail them. Otherwise, it's also not strict at Trivandrum for seniors because you have a lot of people going into and out of labs at late night for many subjects, like even say PhD people and not in juniors as well. Uh,
yeah. Next, IISER Pune.
Yeah, no concept of curfew in IISER Pune for any year. You can roam around the campus at any time you want. In fact, I regularly was in lab till 2 a.m. or something for most of my time in IISER. And no curfew for going out also. No one cares when you go out, when you come in. Yeah, and like almost all other IISERs, we are not like there are separate hostels for boys and girls, but people really don't follow rules. So yeah, but there's no curfew. Food also, like food gets delivered round the clock. I have ordered from all this Swiggy, Zomato stuff from like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and you will always get food. Zepto and all also operates for almost entire duration. They'll just close for like 4 to 6 or something. But in general, like food and everything is also open. Like it won't be that your delivery guy won't be let in after midnight or something. So yeah, there's no curfew for anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I forgot to mention this point. In Bhopal, like if there is any kind of food delivery, it has to be before 10 p.m. because there were some issue. Previously it wasn't the case. Like it started like last year, in the sense before me, that is like 23 batch. Before that there were no restrictions, there was no night curfew either. It started after that because like the campus, like the students were getting high in number, and because of safety issues they had to do it. And like another point is, on the library we do not have 24/7 library. The library starts at 9 a.m. in the morning and goes on till 1 in the night, and on Sundays it's till 5 p.m. And other than that, Tirupati, Siddhi, can you brief on Tirupati system?
Yeah, sure. So, as I said before, there is no curfew here. You can go. I think there is like a curfew of like 12 for the first years, just because of the rally policies that they have. They have like very strict policies, but it's like very informal. You can go out if you want. Also, food delivery is kind of not that much of a thing here, because restaurants and all are like very far. So if you have like if you want to eat out, you just like go out. Deliveries, if you like want it very much, they do allow it like all night long if you want. There are no strict curfews here at all, to be honest.
All right, are there any other questions?
What the amount of students that do PhD after the course end? Like what percentage?
Oh, okay.
I think Bhaiya can answer it well. Neeraj Bhaiya.
Yeah, most people go for PhDs, but I think it's like 60 to 70 from what I had seen. But like, I don't have a hard statistic about it, but most people think about PhDs afterwards. Like, at least in my batch, almost everyone I know wants to do a PhD. There are a few exceptions, but yeah, there are always. It's also
So
very discipline dependent. Like, you may start loving data science or something later on. And if you really start liking data science, then maybe PhD is not the best option for you. Maybe you might want to do something else. I mean, PhD is still very good, but maybe you first want to pursue another master's in some computer subject or something like that. So, yeah, it all depends on things.
So if you want to talk, raise your hand. We'll be unmuting you. So there was a question that says, which was the IISER with a curfew system wherein the library closes? So it's IISER Bhopal. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. And on Sundays and Saturdays, it is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Library. 1 second.
You can open your mic and
Yeah, Rajesh, you have some doubt? You can open
you
your
can
mic.
unmute yourself.
Rajesh, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know in which all IISERs one can exit after BS.
You can exit in IISER Bhopal, and most IISERs have it. So if there is any IISER which doesn't allow it, can someone say on it? If it doesn't allow, if it does allow, you can. So yeah,
So
most
all-
IISERs allow it.
Okay.
IISER Bhopal allows it, and
Okay.
other IISERs also allow it.
And how is the scope of this, the BTech course which we have in IISER Bhopal? Because
So-
and how old is that course? Like how
So
long
I'll
it's
just tell you what actually happened. So previously there was a course called BS Engineering in IISER Bhopal, and it has been so, I think, from 8 or 9 years. And it from that, what happened was, in a lot of universities and exams in India, BS is not accepted, even though the course structure is similar to other engineering colleges. So, for that one reason, and another reason was, as you know, BTech is much more popular than BS in a sense, in engineering at least, and a lot of people wanted to have a BTech degree. For that reason, it has been changed from BS to BTech. So there was also a proposition to for like to give an option for students who are in our batch, that is 24 batch, to change if they want to BTech from BS. It was in proposition, but it didn't get accepted, so they have to take BS. But from next year, that is this batch, will be having BTech, and there will be some changes to the curriculum, but most of the curriculum will be the same.
Got it. And is there like for new batch people, let's say from this batch, people, let's say who got into BS or BTech, one of these courses, is there a way for them to change after first year? Let's say.
Yeah, it is. I'll say that also. So yeah, even when like even I have an option. I recently got, you get an email at the end of your first year that if you want to change streams, you can apply for it. And so as I said, each stream has different courses. Since they have different courses, whatever courses that the specific stream requires in first year, they will be obligated to do so in the second year. They have to pay an extra amount and they can shift to that course, and then they have to do the courses. So the criteria for getting in the criteria for the shift is CPI based, and only at most 10% of that particular stream is allowed to shift.
Got it. So it is on the both side. The incoming stream you cannot go beyond 10%, and the
Yes.
exiting stream also should not deplete beyond 10%.
No. The incoming stream only. That means if let's say if you want to go into BS economics, in that let's say there are 100 students,
Okay.
they can at most take 10 more students.
Got it. And if people are coming from, let's say, BS biology, and so biology can go up to, let's say, there are 100 students, it can go up to 80. 20 of the biology students can move into different streams.
There is nothing called biology. There is only BSMS Natural Sciences, and
Got it.
also there is it was listed also in websites also. BS Engineering and BS Economics people are required to have mathematics as their subject in 12th class. So let's say if a biology student joined BSMS, they cannot shift to other courses.
Got it. But I'm saying, like, from a branch they are coming, that doesn't have a depletion rule. Basically, it can deplete by 15% or whatever. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this let's say in Bhopal, people can switch from BS to BTech and BTech
Yeah.
to BS also, correct?
Yes, it works also.
And your specialization, whether you are doing it in chemistry or mathematics and all, that is decided after which year?
So the specialization, as I said, in first year in BSMS, all courses are common. You don't have any choice. So in second year, you will be choosing 3 subjects. They're called pre-majors from the given 6. That is maths, physics, chemistry, biology, ES, and data science.
Got it. And it's a pretty much free for all, or is again a CPI based again?
So there is a limit on how much each department has a limit,
Got
and
it.
if it crosses it, there is a CPI based cutoff.
Got it.
But it doesn't always, like, it at most goes till 7 at most. That's basically achieved by everyone.
Got it. So more or less everybody gets the desired stream.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. Thank you.
So, and next, Pranjal Kumar. You can unmute yourself, Pranjal.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I have talked to 1-2 seniors of mine. They have told that PhD abroad means PhD anywhere is getting more and more difficult year by year. So, means is it a general trend or it is just getting overrated or like that something?
So you are saying opportunities for PhD abroad are getting lower. So I think
Yeah, I've answered it.
Yeah, so what's happening is that PhD is it's a very like volatile, like it's PhD is not something which is a classic degree in a sense where you know all the colleges you are looking for, or it's not like choosing between 7 IISERs. You are choosing between labs pretty much everywhere in the world. So if you want to go to a very specific spot in a very specific lab, it might happen that it's difficult to get in there because of some politics or something. But PhD as a whole is not something I would say is becoming very difficult. There are, like, if you want to do PhD in, let's say, I want to do PhD only in US, I don't want to do PhD anywhere else, then I would say that that has become more difficult in last 1 year or so. If you want to say I only want to do PhD in Canada, that has become very difficult because Canada has stopped taking students. There's a rise of anti-immigrant sentiment in those countries. But on the other hand, there are many countries which are welcoming researchers. Like France welcomes a lot of researchers. There's Asian countries like Japan and Singapore which will welcome a lot of researchers.
Yeah, I mean, can I add something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
the
one more doubt that in other countries, do we have language barriers if we want to go there? Like for France,
It's very region dependent. In some cases you will have language barriers. In some cases you will not. Like, suppose you want to go to China or South Korea, there will be strong language barriers. Maybe France, it might be slightly less. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very area dependent thing. Germany also, there might be some barriers. But like every year, the barriers are becoming weaker. That is, so when I joined IISER, Germany was thought, like Germany had some requirement for a visa few years ago. Now they no longer have it. Now most of the things happen in English. Similarly, I think 6 years ago, France was like going to France without knowing French was something that people thought was probably impossible. But now it's not like that. In fact, my advisor just went to France for a museum trip, and yeah, so it's something that is becoming less every year, and maybe in 5 more years it will be even lesser. So I don't think you need to worry about that too much.
Okay, and for the location of IISER means I am currently staying in Gujarat, but means I am getting IISER Kolkata. So is it worth going there, or Mohali or Bhopal can be a better choice for that?
That is something that you personally have to decide. So like no matter which IISER you go, it will be a good experience for you. But whether it's worth going there, that is something that I cannot tell you. That's something that you have to decide.
I mean, you have to check the profiles of professors if you want to be very particular.
Yeah, that is something that you can do, but that may not help because your interests usually change. So, but yeah, like just decide based on uh, what, if you really want to go into details, you can look at different departments, or you can talk particularly to the person in that particular ISER. I have been to places where I'm pretty sure I could not survive on that food for 5 years. So yeah, just be just don't think that everything is academics. Other places, like whether there are festival celebrations happening, whether there is good food, whether you can go home easily. Maybe some ISAs don't allow you to go home for 2 3 days or something. I don't know about it. Maybe there is something like that. So think about these other things when you want to make your choice and decide on that. But if you're getting Kolkata, I think Kolkata is pretty good. I don't know whether it's worth it for you to go far away from your home or not. But from what I've heard, Kolkata is a decent place.
Okay, and do you know something more about the CDS course which is recently launched
In which IISER?
in Kolkata?
No, I have no clue about Kolkata.
So upon the CDS course, like till now, what I have heard is like we will be taught mostly maths and whatever the Python or something. I don't know actually, cause they haven't updated the syllabus yet on the site. But yeah, the professor list seems good only. So I guess. But since this is the first batch, I don't know what will they do and stuff. It hasn't been clearly stated till now.
So there is something. Is there someone over here who has already graduated from IISER? So right now there isn't any student there isn't any alumni who has graduated from IISER. So we will be hosting another session with alumni who can answer your questions, and we don't know who would be coming, but there will be a session soon. The date will be announced in the groups, and if you have any more questions you can raise your hand, or if you want to you can just type them out in the chat box.
If you have a particular question about alumni, you can just ask it, because I know many alumni, so I may be able to share some perspective about it.
Yeah, someone messaged in the chat, right? Ayesha, yeah, you can ask him.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask was, like, if let me just curate my question just a second.
Yeah, sure.
So my question is how good it is for doing BSMS in an IISER for a person who is not from a very good financial background, and after some years I also want to support my whole family. So like I want to be financially independent, not just for myself but for my whole family also. And then I'm also very interested in research. So how good would that option be for me?
Okay, so I'll tell you a couple of things. Uh, if you are getting nicer, then that might be a better option, because nicer has highly subsidized fee amounts. Uh, like fees in IISER has been increasing every year, and the fee hike is actually ridiculous. We have been protesting against it, but nothing is happening. But in general, if you have financial responsibilities, then NICER hands down, I personally feel is a much better choice than IISER. NICER's curriculum is not bad. In fact, it is very good. Like it is better than many IISERs in terms of its reputation. So maybe that can be a choice because fees are very low. Food prices and other prices are also very low because the area is cheaper than, let's say, Pune. Uh, then there is also an option of joining DRDO or something directly from NICER.
Bark
BARC, sorry, not
after
DRDO,
the
BARC.
interview.
Yeah, so like you have to clear interview or something, but I think you get priority or something like that. There is some arrangement. So
You will
yeah, you might have
But
some
yeah,
job
I'm
opportunity.
specifically about IISERs right now.
I know, but like in case of IISERs, like in terms of fees, like there are a lot of like the fees are pretty huge, but you will get a decent PhD, and like based on which IISER you are, you will definitely get a very good PhD. And based on how you manage your finances in your PhD, you may very well be able to support back home. You might get other job also. But I will say compared to engineering colleges or medical sciences per se, the rate of getting jobs in companies is much lower in IISERs. So yeah, keep that in mind. Like you get paid in PhDs, but I don't think the amount is comparable to a good software engineering job, for example. So yeah.
So, and also if you want to know about the fee structure of any IISER, you can just go to the website. It is listed there. Or in the
Yeah.
IISER admissions website itself, there will be links towards the fee section. And
Yeah, sure. I've already looked upon that also, and I've seen and like I can maybe afford for the next 4 to 5 years, but after that, I need to have a stability of finances, right? Like if I do a BTech somewhere, then I'll be able to get a good package and maybe support my family. But if I am interested in research more than BTech, and if I also want to have financial stability, that is why I was asking this question. Like,
so let's say you do go into an engineering college that is, let's say, private or somewhere government. If you go into a government engineering college, that's well and good. Let's say you do go into a private engineering college and you do expect to have a placement at the end of your fourth year. And this is something that a lot of people, even I used to think the same, but that is not the case in anywhere in India. You do not just get the placement. So
I
no,
think
everything
that
like
is
I
another
am
thing.
getting government colleges also through IIT and NIT. Like I'm getting NITs and triple ITs as well, and but I'm not much interested in that than research. That is why I was focusing more on IISERs.
Yeah,
But
so
then
I'll
these
I'll
things
give you an
come
account
in
of
the
one alumni which I know. She actually did a BTech in an NIT. So she didn't come to IISER, but after that she joined IISER for a PhD. So she completed her BTech and then got into research. So if research is a very universal thing, it doesn't mean that you have to come to IISER if you want to do research in life. You can do BTech and then come into research also. So if you want that extra safety net, a lot of BTech biotechnology people join biology labs for research. Similarly, people from medical sciences also come to labs like neurobiology or cancer research or those kind of things. So, if you choose to do BTech, that doesn't mean that you are ending your prospects of research. So, keep that in mind also if you really want to choose BTech. It is not that you are just closing doors on research.
so yeah
okay, thank
that's
you.
one more thing. And that, so it doesn't, like, let's say if you are getting government colleges, right? So I do not have any particular idea about how they are going to be. So whether there will be research oriented or not, if it is some IIT or NIT, it is not going to affect whether you will lose your interest in research. And let's say if you do want to still pursue research in the future, it is not going to affect it. But if you are truly into research, coming to an IISER or a research oriented institute will help you in understanding how true research is going to be. You would be getting a less experience in other government colleges, which you have already stated. That's the main point.
Yeah, but it's not something that will, be like you can't do research now. There
Yeah.
are many people, in fact, who have done BTech and joined research. In fact, yeah, now that I heard BTech, I just realized one of the most senior professors in IISER Pune, he does neuroethology. He works on bird brains and neural circuits. He actually has BTech in electronics. So, yeah, it's not something that if you do your BTech, so BTech in electronics and electrical is a very physics oriented thing. From that, he's doing research in neuroscience today and animal behavior, which is like polar opposite if you think about it. So it's a very fluid space, and research you can get into research from anything. And getting out of research into very high paying jobs is not easy. But yeah, probably I would like you should talk to some alumni also, probably some better perspectives. But yeah, whatever I knew, I just shared.
Yeah, there is another person who is raising hand. Robin Singh, you can unmute.
Hey guys, I have to go. So if there are any final pressing questions specific to IISER Pune or which you feel are important uh, for me to answer, just go ahead. Otherwise, I have to leave.
There is one question. Tell about the data science in IISER Pune, if it's available in majors or minors, or how.
Okay, so far IISER Pune does not allow any major or minor in IISER in data science. It has been the talk of the town that they will eventually allow it, but like it has been for 4 years, so I don't think your batch is also getting it. But course variety is very large. So data science department has this thing where they offer a bunch of courses which are taken by experts who are not actually IISER Pune teachers. So they'll have industry people come and teach you things. So I learned signal processing from a guy who is CEO of a signal processing company. I learned natural language processing from researchers who work in Tata Institute for Natural Language Processing Problems. And yeah, so there's a bunch of these things. I learned algorithms from people who work on algorithm design. And so these kind of things are there in IISER Pune. So you won't get a degree, but the course structure is improving a lot, especially because they are calling people from outside to teach things. And if that continues for your batch also, then you will have a large variety of courses available. In fact, one of our courses was also being guest lectured by someone from IISER Bhopal. So they have they utilize guest faculties a lot. And that is something that I feel is very good because you get to learn from people who are actually doing things. Yeah, go ahead.
One of the seniors told me that getting a lab in IISER Pune is very difficult. Lab size is very small, and people wants to go in lab, so it is very much hectic there.
So I'm not sure which discipline this guy was from. About biology, in most labs you can get in if you ask like 1 month before, of course, no one is going to take you because all the labs are full. But if you ask, like if you want to join for a summer, you have to ask at least 2-3 months before. If you want to join for a semester, you have to ask like you don't have to wait for the end of the semester to ask for next semester. You have to ask like 2-3 months before. In most cases, you will get a spot. There are some labs which are very popular and there's a waiting list. But like I think there's only one such lab that I remember of in biology. Chemistry, I have not heard that you don't get labs. In most cases you do. In physics, you may be rejected from some labs because your academic background is not strong enough yet. Like most labs won't take you until you have finished your third year or something, which is not the case for chemistry and biology. Chemistry, biology labs will take you in your third year also. But there are some physics labs who don't take you even after your third year is over. Like I think there's a lab who works on dark matter or gravity waves related stuff. Those people, they don't take any BSMS student ever because that's their policy. They feel that they need more experienced people. So there are some labs which won't take you because of your academic year, but there are some like in biology, chemistry, like the limitation that there are too many people and you are not getting labs, I think is very rare. In fact, I know of only one person in which case this happens, but there might be other people in other departments. I don't know of it.
Okay, and is it same for every IISER? That means specific for some labs only.
Okay, about other IISERs, other people can answer later. Does anyone have any IISER Pune question, or can I leave?
In Pune, so are those learned things, the courses in data science, mentioned formally somewhere for future reference or not?
Yeah, they are courses. So they'll be on your transcript. You will get credits for it. You will get a grade in it. Like everything happens as is listed. Like it's,
So it's
just like any other course.
It's just
Yeah,
like
it's
any other
exactly like
course.
any other course. Yeah. Data science department also offers you to do research work, just like any other IISER Pune department. So IISER Pune has this advantage that you can credit, like you can take research work for 3 credits and you will be assigned a research project to do. Every single department offers that. So even in data science, if you want to work with a faculty for working on some real data, let's say you want to work on some financial markets data, you want to work on some genomics data, whatever. So they actually have projects for it and they will allow you to do that also. So hands-on aspect is there, and you will get credit for whatever courses you take. It's just like any other course.
So yeah, if there aren't any question, are there any other questions left for IISER Pune?
Or just anything that you think a fifth-year guy should answer.
So it seems that's all. Thank you for your presence.
Cool, then I'll take my leave.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
it.
Riya.
Yep, no issues. If any of you guys have any questions, you can tag me in the group.
Okay.
And if enough of you really want to have a chat again, we can hop on a call or something. But yeah, nice talking to you guys. Bye. See you.
So there is one question in chat.
Thank you, Riya.
Okay, bye. Then I'll leave.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
So there was a question in chat about IISER Bhopal. Heard that IISER Bhopal has quant club. Yes, it does have a quant club. So I'm not personally involved in it. I'm not in quantitative finance that much. It is an active group and it's one of the most active groups. Even though I'm in the WhatsApp group and it's like it gets posts every day. There are like 10 or 20 messages related to it. There are a lot of workshops conducted on it too. So yeah, it is a active group. There is another. How are the labs at IISER, Berhampur, and Tirupati? So can IISER Berhampur students elaborate on that, especially for physics?
In Berhampur, physics labs are not permanent. They are transiting. We have not a fully functional campus yet. So yeah, not all labs are there.
So it's still in construction right now. So there isn't a full-fledged lab yet, but the research is still going on over there.
Yeah,
And
but for first year, second year, the labs are fully functional. And I think after this year only, I think from this semester, from August 2025, we'll have a lab. So don't worry about it.
So
You will have
80%, 80% of the labs are already being shifted into the main campus. Only the 20% of some chemistry professors' lab are there in transit. Almost it is going to shift in one more semester. So in 25 batch, all labs are going to be in permanent.
so yeah, and the session will continue for the next 15 minutes. After that, we'll end it. There is another question about the hostels. So the hostels, as like this is quite obvious already. So the hostels in the new IISERs are much better than the ones in old IISERs, at least in comparison with Bhopal, Mohali, and if you compare it with Tirupati and Berhampur, they are a bit better. And in terms of accommodation, 2 people will be sharing one room. It will be a single room. You'll have 2 sides. It depends on the IISER, and you'll be sharing it with another one person.
So in
Let me tell you about
Berhampur, the thing is the first year you will get a 2 room, single room, 2-person accommodate, and in second year onwards, all of you will get a single room.
I'm telling you guys, IISER Berhampur hostels are the best hostels.
Yeah, they are the best.
Okay.
They are actually the best.
After a few years, they'll also start stuffing you guys in.
Any more doubt, guys? Rajesh, you can update yourself.
Slide on this nature index. So how to interpret that? The bigger the number, the smaller the number.
Sir, the nature index is means basing on the research parameter, they on basic subject everything they will rank all the on the research.
So you are saying they're ranking in the nature basically, general.
Yeah. So in nature
Basically, the
index,
research output, like
and
how
the nature
much
index
research
is
output.
means accepted across the worldwide. Means in every country you will search that in China, USA, every country, every discipline of research you can see there.
No, I got it. I misunderstood it that you are talking about the beauty of the natural beauty of the campus.
No. There is separate rankings for it.
Got it. One quick reconfirmation which I asked earlier. After the first year, you can easily swap between BS, MS as well as BTech, especially in Bhopal. Correct? There's no restriction
So
apart
yeah,
from
as I have said, 10% of your batch can at most go. Like
yes.
10% of that batch. And most people, let's say if you do come into BSMS, they don't want to switch because they get interested in those things.
Yeah, but other way around can also happen, correct? Somebody who picked up BTech and then later realized, I should go for BSMS, correct?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people in my batch are actually doing that.
Got it. And it's all free from both ends, correct?
Yeah, it's free from both ends.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank for all the inputs, and it has been a very good session. Is there a group or something for this, like a WhatsApp group or something?
Yes, there is a WhatsApp group for this. Yeah, there is a WhatsApp group for this. If you aren't in the group yet, I can share you the link.
Okay, that will be helpful.
Do you guys have any doubt regarding any slides? You can tell it. We'll show it to you. Anyone any doubt? You want to visit any slide again?
If any of you have any doubts about the session slides, we can go back to that slide. And right now, Vaishali has raised the hands.
Hello.
Yeah.
So my doubt is that like I could not attend the lecture. Actually, I was elsewhere. So where can I get the slides? Can I get the group's link so that I can view it again later?
Yeah, so we will be sharing the slides and also other things in the group. And if you aren't in the group, we can share the link to it.
Yeah, please share it.
So Robin is asking, how can I get in contact with Global IISER Bhopal Quant Club? So this is something I would say. If you want to get into contact with them, most of the time you wouldn't get a proper reply because you are outside, and the Quant Club is limited inside the campus, so they do not have much authority to go outside. At least I cannot say authority in the sense their jurisdiction is in the campus. But if you do want to get into contact with them, so if you go into IISER website, there is a section for clubs. In that you can find IISER Quant Club section also. From there you can get into contact from there. Or if you want to, you can ask that in the WhatsApp group that we'll be sharing right now if you aren't in it already. And Rajesh, you are still raising your hand. Do you have any question or is it a mistake?
No, sorry. I'm done.
Okay.
You just share the link of that. That's fine. Good enough.
Yeah, the WhatsApp link is shared in the chat box. You can join it through that. And if there is anyone else who wants to join it, you can share it with them. How easy is it to switch from BTech to BSMS? As I have already said, so I can give you an example of it. Let's say last year there were around 450, a bit below that, who joined the campus in total, not in BSMS. In BSMS, it's around 340 something. And in others combined, it's something around 100 something. So some people from BSMS do want to switch to BTech, not BTech. You do not get BTech, at least for my year. Next year you will get BTech. So they want to switch to BS engineering. And if they do want to switch to it, as I said, 10%, at most 10% of that batch is allowed to shift. And if there are more applications than that 10%, you will be getting a CPI cutoff. Let's say in total of 300 students, more than 30 students, let's say 40 students apply, only the top 30 students will be getting selected and they can change. So that's the doubt. And Aditya, you have a question, you can speak.
Sir, I wanted to ask, like, I am from the PCB background. Like, I opted for PCB stream in 11th class. And like, I was not able to get enough marks to get selected in MBBS. So I just happened to I just happened to find out about the IISER, and I opted for it. And I am like in the range I can get in the 5th or 7th round of counseling.
Got it.
So I just wanted to ask, like, what can be you are from PCM background or PCM?
Yeah, I am from PCM background. Can you repeat that?
You opted for maths.
You opted for maths, so there seems to be some confusion. So in first year, you do not have anything such as maths or biology or something like that. You have common subject. Even me being a math student, I have to study biology. Even biology students have to come and study math.
You actually have to study math, physics, bio, earth environment science, chemistry, humanities, computer science, everything.
So there is. Did that answer your question, Aditya?
Any further doubts?
So there is another question. For being an astrophysicist, IISERs are a good choice. Am I right? So yes, I will give a comparison on the things. So astrophysics as a major or as a course, you wouldn't find it in most of India, and even in IISERs there isn't a specific course dedicated to it. But all IISERs have an astrophysics club. I don't know about new IISERs, but all our older IISERs have astrophysics club, and a lot of people did go into astrophysics. I think you can find an example of this. I don't remember his name, but if you go into Quora, some senior from Mohali will always, he'll be really active in Quora and he'll be answering a lot of Quora questions. He is into astrophysics. He went into that field after graduating from IISER Mohali, and even during his summer and holiday like vacations, he was into that research and he went into that field. So there isn't a specific course called astrophysics, but if you are interested in it, you can take physics and also other related stuff such as EES if it is needed. And from there on, you can go into astrophysics, because astrophysics as a field in itself isn't that popular in BS or like something in masters. It is popular in masters, but in BS at least it's not that popular, and it's not that available in most of India. If you are, as per the question, IISERs are a good choice or not? Yes, they are a good choice, because you do get, if you are going into astrophysics, obviously it's going to involve a lot of research, for which IISERs are a really good choice. So that answers the question. So if there aren't any other questions, we'll be stopping the meeting, and the link for the WhatsApp group has been shared in the chats, and please do join, because after the meeting ends you won't be able to join it. So I'm not studying biology at the moment, so will I have difficulty studying IELTS? You will have absolutely no difficulty in studying biology. It's like really basic in first year, and if you do not like it in second year, you have an option to not go into it, at least in IISER Bhopal. In some others it would be something like 2 years, something like 3 semesters, but it's really easy. It will be basic. So yeah, those are the only questions I found. And there is another question which is saying, is there an astronomy club in IISER Behrampur?
Yes, it is. There is astronomy.
I have already answered that question in the chat.
Okay, I didn't see that. Being a PCB student, should I pursue BTech in biotechnology? Your wish. So this is something not every, like most of the people who come to IISER will change their interest after coming here, because they start to explore a lot of things and they find their own niche. So if you want to go into it, your wish, we cannot say anything. But there is no BTech in biotechnology in any of the IISERs. So there is another one Robin is asking someone from IISER Kolkata.
Aman.
Yeah. What's the question? I'm from IISER.
The question is, IISER Kolkata, does it have collaboration with IISC Kolkata?
Yeah, it does. Like people come from IISI Kolkata for lectures and stuff. You can also mail the professors for like projects or what. So yeah, there's no problem. I saw like are there in many stat profs in IISER K. Statistics is not a like subject that is like um I'm not sure about the number of profs, but yeah, there are a few profs in stats, but the main focus of the profs are in abstract algebra. But yeah, if you go through the faculty list, I'm sure you'll find one or two profs in statistics, but I'll suggest you not to find it because IISER is not for statistics. I'll prefer Mohali for statistics, I guess, or ISI Kolkata.
So another question, best IISER for quantum physics. So
For that, I guess Kolkata is the best, I guess, for quantum.
So if you still have doubt on us, you can go into Nature Index rankings. In that, you can find which IISER is the best in physics, and you can choose that. Or if you still have doubt, you can also contact in the group, WhatsApp group you have already sent. And if you still have any questions, just ask.
You can do one thing as well. You can go to individual IISER for business space. You can check it there. Which professor are working on what project, what department. You will get to know.
So that's like, if you are in 12th class, you probably won't understand the research, but you can go into their pages and see what they're doing and how many researchers like citations are there for the professor or something like that. So yeah, like this will be the end of session. There will be another session which will be with alumni and also more seniors. It will be only based upon Q&A, and it will also have some parts which will be discussing about counseling process.
And mostly academic.
Yeah, curriculum wala part पूरा हो गया, and next part it will be mostly on that counseling session and also this Q&A. And that session will be after either first or second round of counseling. The buyer from IISER Pune said that not everyone is allowed particular physics lab. Is this also in other IISER? So when he said that particular physics lab, let's say if it is a sensitive lab, no, when he said particular physics labs, it's because he also mentioned talking like about dark matter research and others. So those stuff, even if after joining here you wouldn't be learning much about them until you are in third and like senior years after third year. So in that case, if you don't learn about it in first or second year, why would they try to take you in? They want more experienced one, because the research they will be doing is sensitive. They do not want inexperience of a certain students to ruin the research they are doing. So
I
that's the
like to
reason.
add
It's
something
not
over here.
because they are restricted or something. If you have enough knowledge.
I like to add something like right now I'm doing my
Yeah.
internship in optics, and like for that you need to be in fourth or fifth year. Like the bhaiyas, the PhDs over there told me that they won't let me handle the instruments till I'm in fifth year. So you can understand that, like bhaiyas from IISER Pune said that aren't allowed, but you are allowed, but you can't handle the instruments because it's first of all it's expensive. Crores of rupees goes to building that instruments, and all. If something mishap happens, like it will be a huge loss for that professor. Plus, after that, what happens is you don't know how to use that instrument. Like, who will teach you from scratch to use that instrument? Like, they have their own research to do, right? So that's why they don't allow you first. And the third of all, you need to know the theory of that instrument. Like, how does it work? If you don't know how does it work, what is it producing and stuff, they won't allow you. So that's what the bhaiya was saying that time.
So yeah, next question is IISER TVM good for applied mathematics. So someone from IISER TVM would better answer it. It's also asking to compare with Bhopal and Kolkata. So it is right now time to end the meeting. It is also quite late. We have overextended the meeting to answer your questions. So as per your question, applied mathematics, if you truly want to get to know the answer, one, go to the different rankings and see the mathematical rankings. Two, go to the each individual IISERs page, and then see in mathematics section how they are performing. Then you can get into your own conclusion.
And in next session, when seniors alumni will be there, you can ask this question there.
Also another thing, in the next session, we are still like right now, we just entered IISER for 1 year or 2 years, so we cannot answer the way to check the rankings. You can just check it on Google. Just type it out in Google Nature Index, and yeah, we are still kind of inexperienced compared to them. So in the next session, they would be better answering your questions than us. So yeah, that's it for the session. And for the next session, if there is any other students or your friends who want to join it, share them the link of the WhatsApp group. Just copy it right now, because after the meeting ends, it won't be available. So I'm sharing the link again. If you want to, just copy it down. Did it get shared? Yeah, done. So yeah, we'll be ending the meeting in 5 more minutes. There won't be any talk. Just for you to, if you want to just take if you want to just go through the chat or something, we'll be ending it in 5 minutes. Bye.
Karthik, you can left.
I didn't get you. What were you saying?
No, I am saying that you can left.
Yeah. I'm leaving. Bye.